All right, well, once you first log into the portal, you're going to have four main sections on the left side here. This is what it's going to first show, but just for the demo purposes, so you guys can kind of understand what the four are. I'm opening up the hamburger here. So it's going to be home, send fax, your inbox, and your outbox. From the home screen, you do get a quick snapshot of your four most recent within your inbox and your four most recent within your outbox. And you also do have the capability to just drag and drop any file that you have, and it'll auto-populate you into the send fax section. So I will go ahead and do that here. Drag and drop these. I'm actually going to drag and drop 3 different documents here to show you that you can drag and drop as many as you'd like. You don't have to worry about them being in the specific order you want them to be, because you can actually change them here as well. And this right here is going to be the order that they send. They'll all send as the same fax, the 3 documents, just one after the next. And this is going to be the send fax area. You also have the ability to choose from files, so you can actually browse through your files, or even from this screen as well, you can drag and drop. It's real simple. You just type in the fax number that you're sending to. The subject, that's going to be for internal use. That's going to be for here on the outbound faxes. You can select the subject pretty much just so you can keep track of what you're sending. We have it. It doesn't send with the fax in any sort of way. So for this, right, email to fax sample example, or you can change it to, you know, hospital 1 or whoever you guys are faxing consistently, and it can be sent it to this person dash in the document name, whichever document you're sending. And then we also have the option to create your own cover page, so you don't have to scan cover pages in anymore. You can have them produced here. That is something that the administration has control of, and they can decide what they want to have in there for the cover page for each individual user. You also have the ability to create a contact list, and you can use that as an address book. So you can have up to 20,000 different fax numbers and information formed into one contact list. Pretty much just if you have consistent fax numbers that you're sending faxes to, go in here, create a contact form. You'll see it in this little drop down area, and just select their number, and you don't have to memorize their fax number or type it in at that point anymore.
Oh, good.
Now, this message right here, this is going to populate as the first page if you put something in it. If you don't put anything into it, then it's not going to give you that cover. It's not going to give you as that first page, and it's just going to start off from document 1, 2, 3, however many, or just the document itself. But if you type anything in here, then it will pop up as just the initial cover page. So sending a fax is simple enough from here. Once you put in all that information, you'll select send fax, and it'll push it out for you. Move on over to the inbox. I'll show you a little bit of the customization you can do as an individual user to your inbox. Everybody likes having theirs set up a different way. So as far as this goes, that'll just be an admin user that has the functionality to see all the users and their faxes and file it out if they'd like. But you do have the option as an individual user to change the range that you're looking at. So if you're looking for a specific fax, you know you sent it on the 8th, then you can just select the, let's go here, just select the 8th, and then you can see just the faxes that were sent on that date. You can also see these columns right here. You can change those. So if you have a specific thing that you want to show up for it, so the caller ID on whoever sent it to you, just select it. That'll now show up. I don't like the item type icon. I'm going to get rid of that. The status text, you don't have to worry about that as much because it's an inbound. So obviously it was completed successfully. If you have it in there, you can add the page number, just select save, and then it'll change all that right here for you. You also have the ability to preview faxes within your inbox without having to download them, and that'll be this little slider right here. As you can see, you just select the box on the left, and then this is the fax itself. You also can move the second one over, and so you can select between the 2 different pages. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. So then just over to the outbound faxes. This is where the subject line comes into play. Like I showed you guys, it's just a great way for you to be able to keep track of and pretty much label your faxes so that within your outbox you can, even have more ability to know exactly what it is that you sent on that day and things like that. From here, you actually have on the outbox a little more functions that you can select. You can select the transaction status. So if you for me, I'm not going to have any failed faxes since most of my faxes that I send are internally. They don't really have to go through the same, don't really have the same worries as far as is it going to be successful or failed. But if you wanted to check out and see, hey, I want to look at all the failed faxes that I've had for whatever date range that you have selected. I have all dates right now. Then you can select failed. It'll show all your failed, in process, pending quota, successful, everything along those lines. You have the same functionality to be able to change the date range that you're looking at, and also to change the columns that you have here. Sweet. All right. This is also another functionality that you can do as far as sending a fax. You can download the print-to-fax. It is just a print driver. So you just Control P it. I have it on print-to-fax already. Select print, and it'll actually build a connection. So as long as you're connected to the Wi-Fi or any sort of internet, you can do this. You don't actually, this way you don't actually have to sign into the portal. If you're just on a Word document or on your PDF and you just want to send a fax straight from there, I don't want to go, you know, to the browser and open up the portal. This one might, there we go. It'll actually build its own secure connection with the site. And obviously it looks much like the regular send fax page. You'll have to sign in the first time after you download the print driver, but then it will remember your login information. So from the same page, enter fax number, it'll populate your contact list, address book, and your cover pages as well. So just another quick way to be able to send a fax without even having to come into the portal in that way. And you also have the functionality for email to fax. I don't know if that's something that you guys plan on using very often, but I can definitely show that, Denise, if you'd like.
Sure.
Let me get a new email here pulled up. Alrighty. So this is going to be my fax number right here. So I'll just send myself a fax. Pretty much you just type in the fax number at fax.tc. That's going to be the way that it runs it through our system by having that at fax.tc. Type in your subject line. This is the same exact thing. It's going to auto populate. It's just for internal use, so it's going to populate within your outbox. So I'll just do email to fax example. This will be the first page. Let me drag and drop the document in here. I'll do all three of my faxes. Then just click send, and it'll send it through our system. I'll give it a second to populate within our portal, and in that time, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them right now. It's pretty simple, so I will say, don't feel bad if there's no questions. There usually aren't. Here we are. So I can see that the email to fax went through. Here we are, 11/24. The subject line, as you can see, email to fax pulled up. Fax number that I sent it out to. It says it's completed successfully. I might have to re-sign in to get the inbox refreshed. Oh, there it is. Preview. So this will be the first page. Right, like I said, that's going to be the cover page for it. And then here are all of the documents that I sent. Example 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. And then I will pull up here and show you. You also will have it set up to get email notifications whenever you have a fax come into your portal, and also whenever they go out, to let you know that it was delivered successfully. Here is the delivered successfully one. It's a real basic one. It tells you this is the user ID that sent it out. That's how you can confirm that it was you that sent it. The transaction ID that came with it. Subject line, start time, completion time. Did it send, you know, the transmission result, the amount of pages, everything on those lines. And then this will be a notification for when you get the inbound message. So you receive a new 4-page fax, this date, this time, to this number. Pretty basic. You can also have it to where it attaches the PDF So we'll go ahead and open up that. And you can also have this deselected. I know a lot of people that are in healthcare have this deselected. They don't want the PDFs that they're getting in floating around their email. That's easy to turn off. That'll just be within that inbound settings and then the attachment format. So you can have it whenever you select the email to have it notified, you can have it not have the image on. That's going to be the 3 main ways that you're sending faxes through the portal, at least. I know, Bruce can probably touch more on through the device itself, or anybody else on here from CAM that's wanting to is more than welcome to do that.